Psychology facts about neuroticism. Neuroticism is a personality trait that refers to the tendency to experience negative emotions, such as anxiety, anger, or sadness. Here are some psychology facts about neuroticism. Neuroticism is one of the 5 major dimensions of personality, as identified by the 5-factor model of personality. The other 4 dimensions are openness to experience, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and extroversion. People who are high in neuroticism tend to be more prone to experiencing negative emotions, and may be more sensitive to stress and anxiety. They may also be more prone to experiencing negative health outcomes, such as depression or anxiety disorders. Neuroticism is not the same as mental illness or emotional instability. It is a normal and healthy part of the human experience to experience negative emotions from time to time. Neuroticism is not necessarily a negative trait. It can serve as an early warning system, alerting us to potential threats or problems that we need to address. Neuroticism can be modified through various means, including therapy, mindfulness practices, and lifestyle changes. It is important to find healthy ways to cope with negative emotions, rather than suppressing or denying them. Neuroticism is one of the 5 dimensions of personality in the 5-factor model of personality. The other dimensions are openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and extroversion. People who are high in neuroticism tend to be more sensitive to stress and more prone to negative emotions. They may be more reactive to negative events and may find it more difficult to cope with stress and adversity. Neuroticism is not the same as having a mental health disorder. It is a personality trait that is relatively stable over time and is not necessarily a problem in and of itself. Some research suggests that neuroticism may be associated with a greater risk of developing certain mental health disorders, such as anxiety and depression. Neuroticism can be influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, environment, and life experiences. It is not a fixed trait and can be modified with effort and self-reflection. It is important to recognize that all emotions are valid and can serve as valuable information about our thoughts, feelings, and needs. It is important to find healthy ways to express and cope with emotions, rather than suppressing or denying them. This may involve seeking support from trusted friends or family members, participating in activities that help to regulate emotions, or seeking professional help if needed. People who score high in neuroticism tend to experience more negative emotions and may be more reactive to stress and challenging situations. Neuroticism is not the same as mental illness, but high levels of neuroticism may be associated with an increased risk for developing mental health problems, such as anxiety or depression. Neuroticism is not a fixed trait, and it can change over time. Some research suggests that interventions such as therapy or mindfulness practices may be effective in reducing neuroticism. Neuroticism is often measured as part of the Big 5 personality traits, which also include openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and extroversion. Neuroticism is not a negative trait, and people who score high in neuroticism may also possess valuable qualities such as sensitivity, empathy, and a deep understanding of their own emotions. It is important to recognize that all emotions are valid and can serve as valuable information about our thoughts, feelings, and needs.